Hi guys, this is Dormouse03, and this is the beginning of my Dead Space 3 playthrough. I've already played through the game once, and I was deciding what I wanted to do. knew I wanted to do some kind of content for Dead Space 3, and what I have decided on is going through on Classic mode. So I've played through the game twice actually. I've played through once on normal and then another time on the pure survival mode, which was really interesting and which I'll probably talk about some during this playthrough, just to give you guys some comparisons. But that was pretty interesting, and so now I am gonna do classic mode and share that with you all. So this is classic. It says new game in the spirit of the original Dead Space. Only classic weapons can be built via blueprints. No co-op, and classic aiming is enabled. I'm not quite sure what that is, but okay. The difficulty level is hard, and at the end we're going to unlock the devil horns, which hopefully is something awesome. So here we go. It's giving me a lot of stuff from playing other things, which is cool. I also have the weapons and stuff from the limited edition, but I don't think I'm going to be using that for this playthrough. I think I'm just going to try to do it pure sort of classic mode. I do like my brightness turned up a fair bit because this game is really dark in sections, and there are a lot of things that end up being behind you, and if you just can't see the room, it's not good. But here we go. So this is going to be the prologue. I will probably split these up in chapter by chapter, and for some of the long ones, split it in half, because they do, the way they do chapters in this game is kind of weird, and I'm going to try to catch the beginnings and ends of each chapter, but sometimes they just are not very clear where one chapter ends and the next begins. Sometimes they have little things, little text that comes up at the bottom of the screen that says, you know, chapter 2, and this is the title of it. And then other times they don't have that, or I haven't seen it. And so it's just kind of odd. And there are a lot of these cutscenes, and they're not really cutscenes, but I don't know what else to call them. Sort of places where you aren't in control and they do a little scene, because they don't cut to anything. Most of it is sort of, it very seamlessly transitions from you walking into a room to there being a conversation playing out to you taking back over control. So it's not like it cuts to anything. It's very nicely woven in, but you can't skip them because they are likely hiding loading screens. So I might cut some of those out. Depends on if I'm having a conversation during them that I don't want to stop having. I can use those as kind of something to talk through. So in any case, this is just introducing you to some of the mechanics. There's a little collectible over there to the left that I can never see from this way. I always have to turn around and go back and get it. But I'm not going to worry about it this time because we don't need to be worrying about collectibles. because you can't get them all in this mode anyway. So, and there I am trying to use Kinesis. This beginning is probably one of the hardest beginnings to any of these Dead Space games thus far. Because you start off as this dude, a random dude. You are not Isaac Clarke right now, which is odd. But it starts you off, you don't have stasis, you don't have Kinesis, you just have this gun, and it's not the best. And they send a lot of enemies at you, or not a lot, but a fair number. Oh, here we go. And they are these axe guys. And they are quite fast and aggressive, especially when they're crawling like that on the ground. And I dispatched with them pretty easily right then, but they can deal some damage. They can definitely deal some damage. You don't want to underestimate these guys. And I don't know why that dude didn't give me ammo, but whatever, it doesn't matter. Maybe I have one guy right here. And I keep trying to use my Kinesis. It's just something that gets programmed into you, you know. You just have it. And when you don't, it really trips you up. So this right here, this guy needs to die. And then there's another right there. And when they get on the ground like that, sometimes it is very hard for me, at least, to hit them. Because, I don't know, they juke all around, they do a little jive. Oh no! And it's just, I don't know what it is, the aiming, or me, or what it is, but a lot of times things on the ground now are very difficult to hit. And I think part of that is because you're very much closer to enemies in this game a lot of the time than you are used to being. They cover some distance pretty quickly on you, and before you know it, you've got they're up your butt, hitting you, doing various unpleasant things. So yeah, at times this game can feel harder than it actually is. And encounters can be harder than they actually should be, because these enemies are a lot faster than they used to be. And I'm not exactly sure why they chose to do it that way, but this is introducing some of the amazing climbing sequences. So you can shoot out this fuselage or engine or whatever. I don't know if you can die there, but I have played it both ways, where I have not shot out the engine and where I have shot out the engine, and it hasn't really made much of a difference. If you don't shoot out the engine, you just need to like move over to the left, or I assume you get cut up or run over or something. But there we go, pretty standard introduction here. And you have a bit of a cutscene, and we will move on to chapter 1. So thanks for watching, guys. I'm not gonna take you through this entire thing because it's fairly lengthy, and I will pick back up in chapter 1. Thanks for watching.